So a child is nothing but a mere union of you and your beloved partner with whom you have just decided your life. A child is an expansion of you both. You know when partners say to each other that they want their child to be like their partner, why? Because they have liked their partner. They chose the best option for themselves among all, and they are in love with that person. So they want nothing but a reflection of calm, peace, care, structure, and looks that resemble them. So Allah expands their partners in the form of their child. No matter how much a couple says they want a boy like the father, or a daughter like the mother, the child is always the union of both of them. So whenever they see their child, it reminds the wife of her husband and the husband of his wife. Every single time they look at their child. So how can you shout? So how can you lash out in anger? So how can you taunt? So how can you control? So how can you disrespect? So how can you be unfair? So how can you be insulting? So how can you disappoint to your children when they are just your expansion of you and your partner? How can someone disrespect a handed gift? A child is a gift. A guest is a gift. Both are blessings from Allah. That's why my friend also immediately felt off. Post notes. This is taken from Surah Al-Anbiya 21-72, where Allah mentions gifting Prophet Ibrahim with Ishaq and, additionally, his grandson Yaqub. He uses the Arabic word Wahabna, which scholars translate as we gifted or we bestowed. The first relationship was that of a husband and wife, created and honored by Allah Himself. In the story, we see the role of a partner. Prophet Adam was in the most beautiful place that could ever exist, Jannah, but he was alone and felt something was missing. So Allah blessed him and he found Hawa next to him when he woke up. Later on, when they ended up hurting one another by not holding firmly to Allah's guidance, they were separated on earth until they learned respect, responsibility, and how to live with each other. They reunited and brought the first gift to earth, a child. 2 days ago, I was going through something and opened the Quran where I had left my bookmark. It was at Surah Al-Anbiya. As I read through the stories of the prophets and how Allah helped each one of them through different kinds of calamities, I felt a sense of relief just from reading the Urdu translation. But I felt there was more meaning to it. If Allah is listing the struggles and successes of all His prophets, there had to be lessons hidden within those stories. So I decided to dig deeper and found a contemplation by a scholar. The first thing I learned was about Wahabna. Somehow, the whole discussion connected back to this story and finally gave me some words to express what I wanted to say.